under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms. A point scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Detroit!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Winston. Finds a seam inside the 40. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Winston. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, let's talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? It helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They moved the ball well on their opening drive.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'd be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they go the wrong way It's back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ready? Black 22. Here we go. Hey.
Winston to throw it this time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Sonic.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the BUCS are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. They're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready?
They go play action. Winston. And this is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready? Black, 22 set. 550. Hey, sub.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else.
Sonic. Ready? Blue way. Sonic. Let's go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Blue way.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
36. All right, now, look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ready. Blue ready. Easy.
First down, Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, sub. Let's go.
Second down, Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready. Blue ready.
Jameis now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Sonic. Ready. Blue ready. Hey, 5-0. Switch. Ready to go.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Let's go. Hey.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
The give to Jones. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The BUCS on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line. Before crossing over out of bounds. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Black 25. Sonic. Hey, sub. Let's go. 5-0.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. Blue lady. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Following the interception, Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jameis now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Hauschko with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple C.
From the gun, Winston. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they could do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
Green, triple C. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Powers through. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Winston. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Here's Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. There he goes left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Green, triple C. 5-0. Easy. Hey. Sonic. 5-0.
Not taking your advice, they'll throw first play. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, I want to pick.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
150. Where's that?
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has his scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? But for the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And this will be incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team. And
well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play for the Bucs there on 3rd down. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Hey, sub.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Winston lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Third and long for Winston. And got his man complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 80. 86 to man. Easy. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Ready. Blue 80. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Follow. Check. Watch. Sonic. Hey, base. Hey. 5 okay? Hey, sub. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And now the BUCS deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready. Black 22. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub.
Winston to throw. forced out to his left. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15 and a first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Green, triple C.
Now Winston. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Winston here to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. Black, 22. Here we go, G. Hey, sub. Let's go. Watch for the bounce, that.
To throw is Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And out across midfield down to the 45.